to this story now. Public Works Minister and Infrastructure, that's Minister Patricia De Lille, has announced the release of hundreds of hectares of land to families dispossessed by the apartheid government. De Lille says the move is in line with the government's commitment to land restitution, distribution and tenure. The minister joins us from our Cape Town studios now for more on this story. Morning to you, Minister. Just how many hectares of land is being released and who are the beneficiaries?
The government has established an interministerial committee led by the Deputy President. And last year in October, Cabinet approved the release of more than 14,000 hectares of land for different purposes. For land restitution, the big beneficiaries you'll find in the Eastern Cape, the Amafengu community will be going back. They were the first people that settled during the Xhosa Anglo War. They were dispossessed of their land. In the Northern Cape, you've got families who, the Duran family, that will also be returning to their land. But then we're also distributing land for human settlements. And so far we have distributed about 98 parcels of land that we want to complete for this financial year. And that is to deal with the apartheid spatial planning, where people were also forcibly removed in the 60s. But then we're also releasing land for agriculture. And the land will go to Minister Toka Dadisa, who will then give post-settlement support to farmers. But we also have a number of buildings that we are now making available for the victims of gender-based violence. So we have already released some buildings in Pretoria, and we'll also do so in the Western Cape. Right. And then we're looking at using government-owned buildings also for student accommodation. So this is all in line with the Land Advisory Panel recommendations that we are implementing now. I am assisted by a reference group that I've established, led by Professor Ruth Hall, that include academics, NGOs, civil society and SALGA. So it is really on the go, and we hope to increase it this year.
Minister, how far advanced is this process? And just for clarity, is this land in the hands of government at the moment?
Yes, the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure, we are the custodian of government land, state-owned land and state-owned properties. And my role is to make sure that public land and public buildings is used for public good, that we give people dignity back, that we deal with dispossession, the forced removals by the apartheid government. So it's all government-owned buildings and land that we are now dealing with.
All right, Minister, thanks for that. Can I just move you to a different subject matter, and that is about the inroads that you are making in fighting corruption within your department. Last month, you announced that some 3,700 employees of the Public Works Department are actually doing business with your department, the very department they work for. What are you doing about that? Where's the process now?
Well, we have now, we are assisted by the Special Investigating Unit, the Asset Forfeiture Unit, and we will be referring about 15 cases this month alone to the NPA. And then also we've also established inside the department an anti-corruption unit. We now have also brought in consequence management and contract management. Because if there are no consequences for people, you know, to, for instance, pay invoices within 30 days, that is what the law is saying, then people will continue to do so. So just on the 30-day payment, we have already got 58 officials that we started the process of consequence management. So it's all about putting systems in place that can prevent and can also detect corruption. And there's still lots of work to be done. But I'm sure that the message went out very clearly that corruption will not be tolerated in public works.
Indeed, Minister, and that work that you're doing is quite commendable. Two other important cases I'd like to bring to your attention. There was the company specifically that you said you were going to go and lay charges against, and that's Croatia. That's the one that is contracted to do state funerals. Where's the process there? The other one, Minister, is a company called RNG Consultants. They were the price determiners on the infamous Nkandla project. Have those two companies been blacklisted yet by your department?
Well, the Nkandla project was before my time, but what I can tell you, it is now in the Pietermaritzburg High Court. There was the first appearance last year, and it's being postponed to sometime this year. So that is ongoing. As far as the funerals are concerned, we have launched an investigation assisted by PwC. We have now separated what of the charges must go towards civil litigation and what must go to criminal litigation. And the SIU is assisting us on the civil side. Our lawyers are in the process of articulating the criminal charges. And once they are done with the process, assisted by the state attorney too, then we'll be able to move forward with the criminal charges.